Bonjour chers téléspectateurs, ici Paola Kondisaka pour votre émission Les Demno. Qui sont-ils? Que font-ils et où vont-ils? Telles sont les questions qu'on se pose ici. Et aujourd'hui, j'ai l'honneur de recevoir une femme de Dieu, une servante de Dieu. Et pour ce jour, nous recevons Ministre Bissong. De retour pour la suite de cette émission, mais il y a quelque chose qui me vient à l'esprit par rapport à l'être bilingue. Est-ce que c'est simplement une filière que tu as faite comme ça, par formalisme, ou c'est vraiment parce qu'il y avait aussi une passion derrière tout ce qui est langue, par exemple?
Okay, I think that my choice was a good one because I felt within me, I understood my vision, my purpose. I wanted a means where I could develop my communication skills.
Wow.
Because I knew that I'll be that person who always stand before masses.
How?
Before masses.
Comment est-ce que tu savais déjà que tu étais appelé à te tenir?
There was something burning inside of me.
Wow.
Yes. Because right from small, I've been doing that. Right from my tender age, I've been doing that. I started preaching in the Sunday school. It called the demands, right? I was preaching in Sunday school. So I grew up like, trusting, knowing that, understanding that my future is going to be me standing in front of many people to say some things that are going to help them.
Wow. Et maintenant, il y a quelque chose qui me vient à l'esprit. C'est quand on a grandi, on est né dans une famille chrétienne. Parfois, on a l'impression qu'on va à l'église pour papa, pour maman. Mais à quel moment est-ce que la relation maintenant commence avec le Seigneur? Parce que, ok, papa va à l'église le dimanche, maman va, toi tu vas à l'école le dimanche, nous on va à la grande église. Maintenant, à quel moment est-ce qu'il y a le déclic où maintenant tu reçois ce Seigneur Jésus comme ton Seigneur et Sauveur?
I think that's a very important question because a lot of people, a lot of children who are born in Christian homes, sometimes they just feel formalities going to church, but they are just in church, but they are not born again.
That's it.
So it's a serious phenomenon that I've noticed, especially amongst kids who are very close, who are coming from families where their fathers could be pastors or elders or having a particular role to play in church. Those children are sometimes very terrible. But there's one thing I know. God loves them a lot, and God's hand is always upon their lives.
Yes.
So for me, my relationship with Christ began in 2000 and I think 2006. 2006. I think by then I was about roughly, I think 12 years or 13 years old. 12 years, 13 years old. That's when how did it happen? I was in church, yes, but there was one crusade we had, and the pastor who came to preach for that crusade in Dog, I can never forget his name. His name is Pastor Augustine Seta. Yeah, Augustine Seta. He preached that day and he said a lot of things that touched me. And as a young man, I felt that I had to really, I understood what it meant to give your life to Christ, because I had been in church, but I'd never known what it meant to give your life to Christ, to accept, to receive the life of Jesus. So that day I had an understanding, and I could not stop crying. And I was the first. I have an elder sister, I'm the second in the family, but nobody in our house among my father's children had already taken water baptism. So I was the first person to do that.
Wow.
And when I do that, I did that. Sorry, I came back home. My father was really mad with my elder sister. He was insulting my elder sister. Like, look at your junior brother. See what he has done. You are here sitting and you cannot do anything. So that's how it happened. What I can retain and always remember is that there was a message that was preached, and I remember the theme of the message was Jesus is your friend. That was the theme of the message, and the message so touched me. I saw myself as someone who is privileged to have Jesus.
Wow.
So I received his life, and after the service we went for water baptism, and that's how it happened.
Wow.
So from that time, 2012, 2006, now I've been born again child of God.
Wow. Et vous qui nous suivez, qui vous n'avez pas encore pris cette décision-là de suivre le Seigneur Jésus, Jésus est votre ami. Ça, c'était le thème, le titre du message. Et maintenant, je me dis, quand on donne sa vie au Seigneur Jésus vers 12-13 ans, on est jeune.
C'est vrai.
Maintenant, il y a comme une différence entre nous, ces enfants-là, et les autres. On a l'impression de ne pas être compris par les autres, qui s'attendent parfois que pourquoi tu ne viens pas aux fêtes comme ça avec nous, on n'est pas comme les autres. Comment est-ce que tu as géré cette période-là d'être différent?
Je viens d'une famille vraiment très, je vais dire strict ou comment. My father was a very strict man.
Ah, okay.
My father can flog you for Africa. He beats very well. So if you do a mistake, not that he was a tyrant, but my father was a very strict man, Even my mother. I remember the last time my mother beat me up because I had to exchange words with somebody who was older than me. I was in Form 3 and she had to naked me to beat me. Form 3, I was really, my signs of maturity were...
Form 3, c'est quatrième.
Quatrième, oui. So what I'm trying to say is, there are some things that up till today, now that I'm independent, I live alone, I do everything alone, I cannot do them because of the kind of home training I had. Yeah, it's difficult for me to feel like going to the bar or going to the nightclub. I cannot just do it. It's not that if I really had to do it, I would do it and nobody would do me anything. But you know, the home training à la base, ce que j'ai reçu à la base has kept me, has fashioned my mind. So, you know, I didn't really face so much difficulties in that area. Why? Because I knew there was a pattern I had to follow. It's like it was imposed on me. You see? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was imposed on me. So I just had to leave it naturally. So I just go. There are some things my friends will do, and they know that I will not do it. There are some things my friends will want want me to involve in, and I will not do it just because they know that this one is a different person because of the way I live, because of the way I talk, because of the way I interact, and they always called me pastor in school. Pastor. So they knew that pastor, there are some things pastor will not do. So that's just it.
Wow, donc on voit ici que l'éducation familiale a une très grande importance et cette éducation a joué un très grand rôle dans ta vie. Et maintenant je me demande à quel moment est-ce que le chant entre en scène?
Wow. Important question. I love that question. You know, my father was a choir leader. In church. They used to lead the choir. And my father brought me to the choir when I was 8 years old. 8 years old. But this singing ministry is coming from my grandmother, my father's mother. My grandmother, she used to sing a lot. She can stay in the house and sing the whole day. So my father was a choir master in church. So he brought me to the choir 8 years old. Today when you go to churches, you find young people in the choir, young children in the choir, you know. But in those days, imagine mothers, fathers, yes, and imagine the voice. My father was training me to sing bass. Small as I was, I could not see anything. I was not going. But then, that's how my ministry began.
Wow.
I believe that it was God that used my father. You know, God always connects your ministry to people. You meet people in different places because ministry is in phases. Today you could be in this place because he wants you to learn this particular thing. He puts you in a position. You may not be going. You may not even understand where you're going to. But like the word of God says, he knows the plans that he has for you. So he puts you in a place where his plans for you will work.
Wow.
So that's how my ministry began. I started in the choir, pushing bass. I did not even know what I was doing. And my father would tell us, sing like this, sing like that, sing like this, sing like that. And that's how it started progressively up to where we are today.
Wow. Et nous allons revenir dans quelques instants justement pour connaître comment ce ministère-là, est-ce qu'il y a un groupe, est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose qui a été mis, une chose mise sur pied. Donc on va revenir, nous vous demandons de rester scotchés pour la prochaine diffusion de cette émission.
Yeah.
Wow. Why? Wow.
On va faire comment?
Wow. Wow. H. Par la grâce de Dieu. Yeah. Okay.
I speak English better than French.
Wow.